bunch of different looks at a concept, and that'll just reveal your habits to you. So you'll come away with some feedback from probably bad cop, nice cop, about things you want to change about your habits. In the moment when you think about that one thing that you want to change, you'll be able to do it. But then we move on to the next drill, the next concept, the next thing. Your old habit will probably go back to the way it was. That's okay. That's part of the plan. Kind of teaching you how to make a change going forward.
Yeah. What Joel's pointing out here is that we don't really expect that you're going to get a lot better in 2 days of shooting. Does that make sense? It's like we're gonna go through a bunch of different exercises and concepts. You'll push to where you fail on them. Like what I like is that the frustration level is simmering all day. I don't want the pot to boil over. I don't want you to like throw your gun over the berm or whatever. And I don't want you to be relaxed and comfortable. Instead, you should be a little bit frustrated the whole time, like never really getting the outcome you want on the exercises. So to that end, if we see you stacking them up in the middle of the target, it'll be like, great, go faster. And we'll want you to shoot to where the result is a little bit dirty. You know, things start to open up, and then there's issues, patterns, and mistakes that we can assess and like try to improve. So don't feel bad about that. Like everybody is going to get pushed to where they start having problems. That's what we like to do.
So like Ben touched about feedback. Feedback comes up from us in 2 different forms. One will be a correction change. So if you're doing something like, hey, do this input or this place to put your vision or this technique. Otherwise, if everything looks good, it'll just be go faster. Because if you're shooting where you're comfortable, like what Ben's saying, the target looks really nice and neat, you're not really getting any better. So we're gonna push you to be like, hey, you go faster, something else will break down, something bad will happen, then we'll work on correcting that. So regardless of how good you are, we want you to be better. There's really no perfect score for any of this stuff.
Yep. As far as the way the range will run, like we'll just keep, once you're loaded, we'll just stay loaded, stay hot. When we're finished doing exercises or whatever, it's all right, everybody holster. So exercise some situational awareness, look up and down the line, make sure all the guns get holstered, and then we'll go downrange and check out the targets. We're not going to do anything more wild than shooting with guys moving laterally, like shooting this direction, moving like this, or something like that. So there shouldn't be any cause for concern with any kind of safety stuff. It'll just be, yep, the range is hot. When we're not actively shooting, holster the guns. If you need to handle them, do it against the berm or on the safe table or something like that. And there should not be a problem.
One minor admin thing,
Yes.
In between reps, we just like, when we finish doing a repetition, just have in your brain you're going to be doing it again. So like Ben said, keep your gun hot. If you need to top up your gun, just like put a fresh magazine in, or you can do that while it's in the holster, it's fine. But we just don't want you to like do the repetition, have 2 rounds in your magazine, it goes to slide lock, then you're like, oh, I got to find another magazine and that kind of stuff. So always be ready for another repetition, assuming we're going to keep doing them. And then, talk about safety?
Sure.
First rule of gun safety is have fun.
Yeah, sure it is.
We got it, done. Now, like what Ben said, just have awareness. So when we're time to go down and patch the targets, we'll make sure everyone's holstered up, looked up and down the line, make sure no one's messing around with their guns before we walk down and patch them.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe, or pretty,
should be good.
Yeah.
And if you have questions at any time, probably somebody else has that question, so don't be shy about asking it. And hopefully there'll be like one guy that's like kind of quirky and weird that asks just a ton of dumb questions.
I like those.
There's always like the guy. We don't know who that'll be.
We're gonna start pointing at people or what?
No.
Oh, okay.
You could be that guy.
I had Leo picked out for it, but I mean, whatever.
No, Leo doesn't do that.
No, Leo's too smart.
All right, let's get started, guys. Come on. Leo's not going to do that.
No, Leo's too nice.
One shot return?
Yep.